The Tinosaur. Once the earth was nothing more than one big swamp. There were no people, there were no roads, and no house. The land was filled with dinosaurs, big and bigger, mostly bigger. They were supersaurs, branchosaurs, and the brontosaurs. All of them were big, very, very big. The biggest of the big were the Utreses. They were so big that the world big is not big enough. They live in a big world. Life is fairly easy for the big dinosaur. There were big plants to eat and big lakes and rivers to drink from. Life was good for the big dinosaurs. As big the big dinosaurs were, there were those that were small. In fact, they were smaller than small. They were tiny. These little creatures were called Tinosaurs. They would run here and there looking for food. The best food was large walnuts. The walnuts were bigger than even they were. The Tinosaur would feast on the nuts and eat. While they ate, they would watch out for the supersaurs. For if a Tinosaur were stepped on by the supersaur, it would be supersaur indeed. Things would have stayed this way for millions and millions of years, but something scary happened. It all started one day. A triceratops went lumbering by just as scared would be. The ice is coming! The ice is coming! He cried. Ice? The drops. Ice would be nice on a hot summer day, but ice wasn't nice. It wasn't nice at all. It was the coming of an ice age. It wasn't long before it began to get cold and colder and colder. The drops could see great mounds of ice craters creeping down the mountains. We must move from here, said the drops. We must escape to some place warmer. And with little thought for planning, they began moving away from the ice. But the dinosaurs were too small to escape. Their legs were too short, and they could never run far enough. What are we to do? One dinosaur asked another. If we stay here, we'll be covered with ice. They thought and thought. Big plans for little creatures. We must find some place to stay warm. One finally said to another, a place where we can hide from the ice. The other said it returned. I have an idea, said the first one. He quickly told them of his plan. Follow me. With that, he searched about and found a large walnut shell. The other dinosaur did the same. They ate the meat inside until there were only whole shells left. Then one by one, they each climbed inside a shell. They twisted and hurled themselves inside and then pulled the top down tight. Safe and warm in the hard shells. They fell fast asleep. They slept as the earth turned cold sadly. All the other dinosaurs became extinct. During the Ice Age, the dinosaurs slept and slept, waiting for the ice to melt, and in time it did. After the ice melted and the days became warm, all over the world, dinosaurs crawled out of their walnut shell, but to this day, some dinosaurs remain asleep in their shells. If you are lucky, someday you may crack open a walnut shell and there find a dinosaur fast asleep.